Blah freaking blah. Well, as the old man says, where do we begin? I'm talking about our good friends over at Marvel Comics, who have come completely unhinged over the weekend. They have taken to Twitter and they have had an absolute Twitter tantrum all weekend long. I mean, everywhere I have looked, it has been the most amazing, daunting, unbelievable thing to witness. Now, I'm not one of the guys who's taken part in the shenanigans. For those of you who haven't been listening to this video, like this is the first time you've ever heard me talking, welcome. Thank you for listening. But I've been on kind of a journey the past couple of months, rediscovering comics and then the trouble that's in comics, and particularly Marvel Comics, which, as I've said many times, they are steering the ship directly towards the iceberg, gleefully, and I can now say for a fact that they are going to burn themselves to the ground. And Twitter is the gasoline. Now, when I say they're going to burn themselves to the ground, do I think Marvel's going to go away? No. No, I really don't think so. But I think that these guys are setting their own house on fire, and they're doing it under the guise of actually defending themselves and validating themselves. I mean, that's all you see now. All of it, they're trying to up-troll the trolls, who, let's face it, they're trolls now because they have been dismissed for so long, and their mostly legitimate concerns and thoughts have been dismissed for so long that that's all they have left. They're just pissed. You know, the whole, I purposefully did not jump into the Make Mine milkshake debacle because that was so stupid and such a manufactured outrage, I couldn't bring myself to talk about it. I just couldn't. I'm just looking at it dumbfounded, and I can't believe, and I really don't think that they meant for that to blow up the way they did. I don't think she got maybe a handful of, I mean, now granted, the tweets and the DMs that she got, I'm sure they were tasteless. But I'm like, this is the internet. I have like 330 something subscribers now, and thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I get people hate downvoting my videos. I get snarky comments. I mean, and if I'm getting it, basically, let's be honest, I'm not a nobody, but I am a nobody. So I personally think, and this is just my thoughts on it, agree or disagree, it's up to you, that she got a couple of little snide, tasteless things. I believe that's probably true, and it ticked her off, because I'm sure she has this stuff coming at her all the time. And whether or not she's a good editor, she's a woman, and she's human, and I'm assuming, and I hope I'm not misgendering her when I say this. But all joking aside, I mean, I get it. You crack, man. I mean, just people, you just wake up one day and it pisses you off, and she just tweeted, yeah, woke up this morning, some crappy, well, it took off like a wildfire. And I think she overspoke it. I think she, I think they just had to write it out till it was over. I don't think it was anything. But anyway, like I said, I wasn't even going to talk about that. But it's just the whole thing on Twitter, something about the Make Mine milkshake is like they got enough validation that they have all, and I mean, I've been watching these people glancing on and off at their Twitter accounts all weekend. I mean, the Stephen Wackers, the Tom Brevoorts, the Nick Spencers, et al., some of the colorists, some of the artists, and it's just staggering. They are out in full force attacking everyone coming their way. And again, to a degree, trolling each other on Twitter is kind of a sport nowadays. Where you just try to up-roast the guy that you're sparring with, or the girl. And that's all fair and good. That's fine. Because, I mean, some people are just being douches. They're just wanting to get a rise out of you, and you lay them out with a roast that tops everything. Good for you. I mean, there are people that do that on both sides. The thing that they're forgetting is they are professionals. Or at least they have the titles of professionals, and they're in a public forum, and they are going out, and they're not only now blocking people that disagree with them or challenge what they're doing, they are blocking the people that follow these people. And they are going on YouTube now, and they are flagging videos that give their books negative reviews. And I'm saying they are setting themselves on fire, and they have been for a while, but I think we are close to the point of seeing this fire consume it. Twitter is the gasoline. I don't think we're very far from watching this whole thing implode because, like I said, I grew up loving comics. I have loved comics pretty much all my life, since I could basically read, and since a little kid. I was fat, so a young kid. And it's just staggering to me the lack of maturity. The lack of maturity these people show, the lack of professionalism, the lack of respect and decency, and they don't have the discernment to see the difference between a troll who is just out there to start crap and be king roast for a day, and the people who are legitimately saying, hey, I've been reading comics for 30 years, and this is not you guys validating yourselves, you're spitting lies, trying to validate yourselves and what you're doing, and their basic response is, nuh-uh, nuh-uh. I mean, it's middle school stuff. That's what all this is. It's like watching middle schoolers argue on a playground. And the thing is, they think they're winning. Oh, and they're threatening blocking people now. They think it's some big threat. If you say one thing about something, I'm going to block you. Ooh. And I'm like, dear Marvel, the people that you're blocking, your customers, now, like I said, the amateur roasters aside, who are out there just to start smack, the actual customers who are trying to interact with you and not saying something that you like, or they might follow Diversity in Comics or I Love Comics or Captain Cummins, or guys of those ilk who are constantly challenging you, you're blocking all of them. I'm telling you, these people, you don't know how to discern the real ones from the fake ones. They're all fake to you. If they disagree with your diversity push, quote unquote, it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. I'm looking through these tweets I've saved on my phone, and the guys in the MCU are even starting to follow suit with this. And I'm like, guys, don't do this. You're professionals. You got to stop. You got to stop. You got to let people have their opinions, because you may be able to block people on Twitter, and that may be your power. But you know what these people can block? Their wallets. They can put you out of the job. You guys have got to wake up. And I'm going to be honest with you, the listener. I don't think they're going to wake up. I don't think they're going to wake up until they realize this house is about to burn down around them. And I think Disney is going to be the landlord owns the house. And we'll see if they wait too long to kick out these guys that have been burning the place down. So let me know what you guys think. This was not a proper podcast. This was just something real quick that I just needed to get off my chest. It's been infuriating and amazing and a wonder to behold the level of immaturity and unprofessional attitudes from people running a billion-dollar comic book business and gleefully just running into the ground in an attempt to simply validate themselves and their own positions. But thank you guys so much, as always, for listening. If you're new here, please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell, because I'd love to have you around for more videos. Check out some of the older stuff. If you're new, check out the older videos and see how this conversation has come to this point. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Tell me if you've seen any of this, and I encourage you to get on Twitter yourself. Don't engage them. Don't engage them unless you really feel the need. Sometimes it's hard not to call them out, but just watch them. Just watch them and share it with people. I think, like I said, Twitter, these people are revealing themselves, and I think that we ought to let them. And just share with people the way these guys act. Show them the Twitter pages. Show them the Twitter feeds. Take snapshots of what they're saying. Because I think that people need to know. This is me. This is Eric. I appreciate you listening once again, and I will catch you on the next one.